First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Sunshine State Broadcasting, SSBJax.com. Courtney Wallace here alongside with Troy Strong. Now, Troy, for the second week in a row, we get to do Championship Saturday.
Man, I'm loving it. Hey, it's a compliment of what we're trying to do. We're trying to get to all the rivalry games, trying to get to the big-time tournaments. You know, as you guys watch this feed and we pan to the stands, we are at capacity. We're full house.
Yes, sir. And you know what? It's the Nightmare on Main Street.
Nightmare on Main Street.
About to unfold. Andrew Jackson taking on Reigns. Now, we know Reigns have a lot of buzz about them this season, but for a different reason. Not for basketball, but for football.
Definitely. Got the state champion Reigns Vikings. You know, they went down to South Florida and knocked off one of the powerhouse schools in the state of Florida, NorthWest High School, which, like I said, I watched the whole game. Very good game, and Reigns definitely held it together, and they were able to come out victorious. But shifting gears, we're over to the basketball program. Now, last night they squeaked out a win versus Rebound High School, and it came off the three-point shot of Deshaun Simpson.
Right.
At the right time. I mean, we talked about it. They were trying to figure out, you know, who would be able to take control at the right time, and Reigns hit a three-pointer.
Perfect timing. And, you know, I want to say shout out to the Reigns faithful. Of course, we haven't had a chance to do much with Reigns so far this season. Our first game was last night. Well, here we are tonight again, the championship game. So I know a lot of the Reigns faithful will be watching this one. I want to say welcome to Sunshine State Broadcasting. Please give us a subscribe, a like, a comment, and share, because that's why we're here, to bring you your team in full flow.
Hey, definitely. And I know the Viking faithfuls, Ichi Bonds, they hoping that they can come in here and steal one from the Tigers here on their home court off of Main Street. And I tell you what, I love these red shooting shirts that Jackson come on with George Moore Chevrolet.
Yep.
I tell you, it must be one of those big-time sponsors to take care of the Jackson Tigers.
And, you know, that's what happens when you have a good product, you know. People in the corporate world will see that product and they'll want to associate themselves with it. It's a testament to what's happening here on Main Street with this Andrew Jackson team. You know, hopefully SSB will get that kind of purchase also, and we can get some sponsors getting on here to help us with these broadcasts. Of course, want to say thanks to First Baptist Church of Orange Park for having been a faithful partner with us as we do this for the community. And we know Pastor David Tarkenton, he's also big in doing things in the community, especially where sports is concerned.
Oh, for sure. We want to give a big thanks to Coach Samuel for inviting us in and letting us do these games here at Jackson High School. And I tell you what, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure to watch this team play.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And, you know, we're getting ready. We're looking for another big one tonight.
Absolutely. Should be very exciting, and game played above the rim with this group of players.
Indeed.
Zion Hall and Brandon McCoy. Round of applause for your all-tournament players, Zion Hall and Brandon McCoy.
All right, they're also announcing all-tournament team, Brandon McCoy, Zion Hall.
And, of course, they're getting the mention for the game they played just now against First Coast, beating them and taking the consolation prize.
Third place.
Yeah, not what they wanted, but hey, it's what you got, though. It's a position you put yourself in.
Definitely. If they had played a Saturday game on Friday, we'll be getting ready to announce them right now.
Indeed. Instead, we're getting ready to hear the starters for the Vikings being introduced.
This young man that is announced, Gavin Yeomans, to tell you what, just found out he's a freshman. He's a freshman.
Had an awesome game last night.
Yes, I'm looking for big things out of him tonight.
Yep. Well, he certainly will be tested.
All right, Josiah Jones, number 3. Then Tim Cole, number 4. Number 5, Amari Walton. Big-time transfer from First Coast High School. All right, lastly, Eric Hayes. And to tell you what, he's the glue right here, Eric Hayes. You don't think so just looking at him, but he gets it out and he plays a heck of a game. He seems like going to be very consistent with it.
So here now are the big-time introductions for the home team.
Oh, we predict it should be their normal starters. Been starting all year long.
There's your guy,
Terrell Mosley.
Almost a Terrell Owens.
Number 1, King Sanders.
Another one who had a good game last night.
Yes. Here's my guy, number 2, Javion Davis. Heady player, strong player, physical.
The downhill man.
Downhill.
Yeah. One of the bigs, Denard.
We'll call him big emotional. You know, you say you get emotional about free throws. Denard. And then there's Silky Smooth.
Yes, sir.
24, Hackworth. We'll hear his name a lot tonight. So I tell you what, we can say the same thing I said about the First Coast game last night. It's either going to be a really good game or it's going to be a really bad night for Reigns.
But again, I keep going back to the post I saw on Instagram from last night where they said, hey, they rule the West.
We'll see.
But right now, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. And they're going to have their hands full of Tigers tonight.
That's it. They say sometimes you just got to show up and show out. But time will tell. Hackworth, Walton at the half court for the jump.
So there's a kind of a hush in the venue right now as we get ready for the tip.
That's it. Got the cheerleaders here too. Hear them cheering. All right, Reigns controls the ball. Possession now pointing at Jackson. Almost stolen by Mosley, but Yeomans holds on to it. Eric Hayes lines it up in front of the rim. Scrum on the floor. Tim Cole, no good. David Scott for the rebound. Looks to push. Transition. Jackson Tigers got a foul. Quick one on 4. Tim Cole.
And you know, there's one thing, you know me, and I'll definitely tell Reigns, you had possession. Too many misses at the basket.
Definitely. And last thing Reigns needs is for some of their starters to get in foul trouble. Because I don't think they can go very deep in the bench at the same level. All right, Denard looks size, goes baseline. Long pass over to Mosley. Slows it down with Davis. Reigns seems to be in a zone. 2-3. One quick one. Over to King Sanders. Pulled up for 2.
That's the start.
We talked about that last night. This is probably one of the best mid-range teams that I've seen in high school in a long time. All right, knocked out of bounds by Denard. All right, Tim Cole looks to inbounds. All right, Yeomans looks to go against Mosley. Kicks the ball out. Have a shooter for the three. Still nothing. Denard skies for the rebound. King Sanders looks to push. Transition. He has a wing guy that stays at the free throw line in front of the rim and corralled by Reigns. Josiah Jones gets the ball over to Yeomans. Once again goes to Eric Hayes. He has the big guy in there. Lets you go for the monster dunk, but gets fouled by Mosley.
And there's again.
Take it back. It's Davis on the foul.
Another ill-advised move there by the big man.
But you're like, you know what? It's like he's hesitant. You know what I mean? When he got the ball, like he hesitated instead of just attacking the rim,
which we saw last night. But I mean, you know, you're 2 minutes into the game. Your team hasn't scored yet. It's an easy layup. Go for the easy shot.
But no, I need him to dunk. I need him to dunk that because it proves a point and shows something. And it also gets his juices flowing a little bit. But he's still hesitant. You can't hesitate on that situation. Penetration, dish, go finish.
And I guess I'm looking back at what he did last night, the way he played last night. He just, like you said, he doesn't look confident.
Right.
He doesn't have the command that you need on the floor for a big man.
Oh, definitely. But he makes the second one. Those were things I was hoping to see coming into this tournament. You know, see his growth, see how he's gotten better since he left First Coast. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we'll see. All right, Denard, short range, Hackworth, overshot the rebound. Eric Hayes comes down with it. He's going to bring it down himself. Tim Cole calls for it. Mosley stays out for defense. All right, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Eric Hayes, spin move, gets into the basket, off the glass, soft touch, sweet.
And just like that, Reigns has the lead.
All right, Jackson quickly on the transition. King Sanders with the finish.
But not for long.
All right, with a timeout, Reigns, 30-second timeout. Two teams that know each other, you know, back to that same situation where we talk about guys that kind of play on the same AAU teams and played against each other since they were through middle school, maybe even younger. So they kind of have an understanding what each team does. Now it's just about filling each other out, figuring out what systems that they're going to be running.
Right. And like we said before, in rivalry games and that kind of a situation, sometimes it makes it a little bit awkward because you know too much about your opponent.
Oh, definitely. We're still sitting here. I'm sitting amongst the crowd, and we can feel the energy building, and they're just waiting to explode.
Right. And again, you know, we're hoping that it does explode. It's a championship game. It's exactly what you want to see. And, you know, I'm looking at even the bigger picture here, though, Strong, is that, you know, the state finals are in Jacksonville.
They're in Jacksonville,
we need
yes.
some of these teams in their various districts to make it to the state finals.
Oh, definitely. And I feel like Jackson will be there. Jackson comes out in a full court pressure, 2-2-1. Reigns seems to beat it pretty easily. Josiah Jones. All right, 20 seconds on the shot clock. All right, fast moving basketball. Eric Hayes sees that he can take anybody when he wants to. All right, rebound tipped out by Reigns. Reigns coach calls out his defense. Sets up full court, man to man.
I think he's going to be playing shortly.
He's a little frustrated because they didn't run what he just called. And they fall back into a zone. 2-3. All right, quickly to Hackworth. And that was just about blocked by Walton. Ball tipped and goes to Reigns. Well, I'll tell you what, I was about to say that earlier, that guess who had not touched the ball this far?
Yep.
And that was Hackworth.
That was his first touch.
Right, so the first time he gets a chance to feel what Amari Walton has. Strength-wise may not be there, but he's long.
And you know what? I guarantee you, Hackworth is going to go after him again.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely going to happen. But I guarantee he's going to give him some more head fakes, get him up in the air, and then get the foul because that's that smart of a player. All right, Hayes turns the ball over. Mosley looks to go athletically and gets in the air. Nothing happening, but his buddy, teammate, Davis, what's the offensive rebound put back?
The second chance points. Jackson will kill you with those, man.
Yes, and I like this new generation of basketball players. They don't mind their teammates missing because they just want to be there to finish the play. All right, run and jump. Ball goes to Tim Cole. Nothing doing. Gets back out to the freshman Yeomans. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Amari Walton steps up for the high screen and roll. Goes back to him, get inside. muscled around and he missed the layup, missed the tip. Nothing doing, still has it. And he finally corrals and get the 2.
More of what you're going to see from him.
That's a good play. I just wish he'd make the first one.
Yep.
In the corner, Hackworth steps back, looks for the 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Well, guess what? That's the Hackworth that range they do not want to see.
Correct. Oh, got a quick foul here. Mosley on the grab.
Then again, there's so many facets to Hackworth's game that you probably just don't want to see him, period.
No, definitely. I think that's a part of why they're in the zone, because I really don't feel like the coach from range thinks that Amari can cover him all over the basketball court.
Right.
All right, 3 minutes, 47 seconds in the first quarter. All right, 1-on-1 battle up top. Tim Cole gets inside, kicks the ball over. Jones for 3, no good. Mosley snatches the rebound from his own teammate. Not a problem. King Sanders has it, puts it up. Hackworth once again on the baseline. And really a call for a block for Tim Cole. That would be Tim Cole's second foul.
You know, you've got to give a lot of respect to Mosley for his rebounding. Not the tallest player on the court, but let me tell you, he has some legs on him. He has springs in there.
They actually gave that call to number 1, Yeomans. I didn't see Yeomans in there, but okay.
I like to say we're all the way up here. The officials are on the court.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's all right. Coming soon. It's the replay.
Yep.
All right, Reigns is still in the zone defense here. I think Hackworth is going to need to get the ball in moving type situations rather than trying to create and get in this game right here.
All right.
All right, ball goes up top, brand new shot clock. Hackworth lines up a 3 again, but he's going to be off.
Yep.
All right, controlled by the freshman Yeomans.
Saw it from the left hand.
All right, Davis comes to help out his teammate, gets back. Swung over number 2, the hero from yesterday, Simpson. All right, 22 seconds on the shot clock. All right, 10 seconds on the shot clock. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Traveling. You can't do that, as the crowd would say. Turnover, Reigns.
That's a pressure. That's a Jackson pressure right there.
Jackson pressure.
Giving them no quarter. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put him on camera soon, but the Reigns coach, he's gonna sub himself in at some point.
Yes, he is. I think he's getting himself a little bit too emotional. He's caught up in the hype of this game.
Yep.
All right, now we're in a 3-2 defense for Reigns. All right, ball goes inside to Denard, controls it as he's being fouled by the newcomer in the game, Deshaun. No, number 12. I'm sorry, Jamal Carr.
Guess who's at the line?
All right, Mr. Denard, who didn't shoot very well from the free throw line last night, so hopefully he cleaned that up during their workout today. All right, 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the game clock. Denard gets the roll.
Short, but gets the roll.
Listen, as long as it goes in,
that's all that
by
matters.
any means necessary.
Yep. All that matters.
All right, we got standing room only here at Andrew Jackson High School off Main Street. Home of the Tigers.
Yep.
All right, Denard, once again, looked a lot better on the second one.
All net.
All right, 2-2-1, full court pressure. Look to get them all trapped in. Ball goes into the middle. Carl with the dipsy-do. Air ball layup. Slapped out of bounds by Reigns.
Jackson ball.
All right, the big guy Walton back in. All right, Jackson sub comes in. Underwood subs in for King Sanders. As well as number 3, Justin Jackson. All right, point guard pros. Look at this big guy at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shoot the three. Sky ball. 4-3.
And you know what? He did that one right in front of Jahari Simmons.
Yeah, Charlie must have gave him the hype talk.
Yep.
All right, on the ground. Jackson falls down, comes back up. Hackworth puts the ball to Denard. Just a step through. Got the floater. Count it. Jackson is starting to turn on the heat.
Yep. And that's what the crowd has been waiting for.
Yes, it is a nightmare on Main Street.
I mean, they're a little bit subdued, but now they're awake.
Now they're awake. 1 minute, 37 seconds on the game clock. The running jump comes through. Hackworth's a little late. Makes it, gets inside. Carr gets fouled. Doesn't make the layup.
First trip to the line for the Reigns team.
Second time, big man went in and he missed both free throws. Yep.
Absolutely.
So Carr makes the first one.
But it's the same story. You need to make them.
Got to make them.
You're almost at the end of the first quarter. You only have 6 points on the board.
That's it. And Jackson's turning up the heat.
And indeed.
And this crowd is just waiting for it, too.
Yep. Already a double-digit lead.
That's it. 10 points.
So for Reigns, it's all about taking every opportunity.
And then we talked about the bench. The difference is Reigns really don't have the bench that Jackson does.
Well,
all right, great shot. Makes
it's almost like Jackson has 3 teams here.
Tell me about it. Yes, we saw all 3 of them yesterday.
Last night, yeah.
All right, Reigns trying to put up a little pressure. Jackson gets to the basket, misses, but Denard snatches the rebound, can't control it. Reigns has it and then travels. Tim Cole snatched it from Denard but couldn't control the ball. Turnover. Jackson ball underneath. 1 minute, 18 seconds. Ball's up top to Underwood. Brand new shot clock. All right, Davis looks at the 3, kicks it over to Hackworth. Still tries to goes into Walton. Walton says, "Not in my house."
I'm liking that, buddy.
Definitely, and the referees are kind of letting it go too. Yep. So Hackworth had to dig into his bag of tricks.
And you know what? If he gets aggressive, that's a whole nother level.
And the interesting part of it is I thought that was aggressive, but I wanted to be a little more aggressive and jump into the big guy's chest. The big guy's being a force in there, though. I tell you what, he's making him think about it.
Yep.
All right, 17 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute. 1 minute exactly on the game clock. All right, Denard inbounds to Underwood. Underwood kicks it over to Justin Jackson. Then the sky ball. 4-3.
Yep.
Off the bench, instant offense. Justin Jackson.
And not for the first time. We've seen it all season long.
All season long. I like when he gets in the game. Loves his energy. All right, Reigns handles the pressure. Crowd asking for a travel. Ball out of bounds. Turnover. Reigns. All right, Mosley back in. Denard takes a break. Also, Davis sits down. Reigns number 21. Curtis Asbury comes in. Replaces Jamal Carr.
And you know, that's another part of the game where every time you look up, there's a different player that have to be, study his playing style. What is he going to do?
Correct, yes. Not sure what they're going to do, but 22 seconds on the game clock. Just under a millisecond for the shot clock. So we're going to go with the shot clock at 15 seconds. 14. 10 seconds. Call play Underwood. Tim Cole thought he had a strip, but that'll be no. All right, shot clock goes off. 6.5 seconds. All right, 11. Ezekiel Merrier comes in. 6.5. All right, look at the one. You want to get the ball in the Hackworth, but he's not available. Mosley comes over with 6 seconds. Kick crossover. Gets grabbed, nothing doing, but got the other foul on the shot. Curtis Asbury gets that foul. Mosley goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1.8 left.
You know,
in the
those
first
are the
quarter.
plays you want to see Mosley on, where he goes in and he takes charge.
Definitely, and he's very strong with the ball as well.
Yep.
Count it. Exactly what Coach drew up. Get to the basket. If you can't make the basket, get fouled.
Yep.
That way you go into the end of the first quarter with the momentum. Get them both. All right, nothing doing. Long shot. Doesn't even get it up.
Yep, and that's it. End of the first quarter. 21-7. The Tigers. And let's feature a former Tiger you see on your screen there. There is Jahari Simmons. Last season he was the point guard for the Jackson team that made it all the way to the state championship. Now doing well in college from what we understand. I want to send a shout out to Jahari Simmons. I'm sure he's enjoying what he's seen here from his former team.
Most definitely, and it's good to see him come in the house, man. You know, the Jackson faithful, they roll deep, you know. So him coming back to check in on his guys is always huge. But I tell you what, I'm looking at the scoreboard, and eerily, it looks like last night versus First Coast. Reigns is going to have to get it together.
It does, excepting for one thing. Reigns has 2 more points.
2 more points, right. And what's worse, though, is their big man, believe it or not, has been dominant defensively against Jackson, and they're still not getting it done.
They're still not getting it done. And again, that's what we say with Jackson. They're such a complete team. When you think of Hackworth, the big man on him for Reigns has been effective, but he has so many facets to his game that you can't shut one down and think you've won.
Well, the crazy part about it is Hackworth has been non-existent this game here, this first quarter.
Right.
And guess what? They're still up. Right. And what happens is now you have the guard play, which we keep talking about with Jackson. Justin Jackson comes off the bench and hits 2 big threes.
Straight
you know, that's huge, right? So guess what? When Hackworth gets going, now Reigns is really in trouble.
Yep. And we see Terrell Mosley having stepped up his game also.
Definitely, as well as Davis. I mean, that's
and Denard is in there hustling. Yeah.
So the best is yet to come yet.
Yep. It could be a long night for Reigns.
But they could go on a run too. So let's see what happens.
Indeed.
Second quarter.
Indeed. Still a lot of basketball to play.
There it is. Jackson inbounds. Underwood at top. Being defended by Yeomans. Still in a zone. Kind of spread out 3-2. Goes to Denard at the free throw line. He looks to go to the big man. Big man makes a very careless foul there. And he's doing so well.
Just lean right on him.
And all he has to do is stay vertical. Stay up.
Just stay up. That's all. Pretty simple.
Because right now, that's the only bright spot for Reigns. All right, 3-pointer lined up, no good. The big guy clears, sets up the transition. He has a speedster out there. We talk about Hayes, and Hayes tracks it down and gets the layup.
And, you know, more of that from Reigns will make a contest of this game.
Definitely. All right, Underwood calls for a high pick and roll. Does not use it, but it goes inside to Denard. Denard dribbles it off his own feet, and this is what Reigns was hoping for.
Yep. But again, to reiterate, they have to capitalize.
They do, yes. And Jackson with that patented pressure, full court man-to-man, always somewhere around you. Hey, goes into the big man again. Looks to get the reverse layup, does not have it. And we're going to get a jump ball here. You wonder how does a 6'10 guy get caught up for a jump ball, but it happened.
It does. And again, you see Terrell Mosley in there.
Yeah, Mosley kept him down low for a long time, and then Denard was able to get his hands on top of the ball.
Yep. And that's a Tiger pressure.
Tiger pressure. I like that.
From every angle.
We're going to patent that. Tiger pressure.
Yep. Yeah, Shemel owes us.
I tell you what, Denard just shoved the big guy with no call, so they're letting him play. All right, we got Hayes once again. Looks to be aggressive. Tried to dump it into the big guy. Nothing doing. There's the big guy up top. And he catches with the finish. Whoa, what do we have here? We got an over-the-back call on the 6'10 guy against a 6'2 guard.
Yep.
Timeout, Reigns.
Reigns wants a timeout.
In other words, no basket.
Yep. And there goes Coach.
And you know what? I dare not to even critique that call, so we'll just move on from there.
Yep.
You know, because that was always a pet peeve of mine is when the referees won't allow a big guy to play as a big man in a basketball game where big guys dominate basketball.
Right. Indeed.
Men's basketball is played above the rim.
Above the rim. Yes, sir. And I think that's what the Reigns coach here is. He's probably schooling the referee on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe all this Saturday he's doing may pay off later on.
Yep. He's definitely coaching him. Yep. He's teaching him something about basketball.
Yes. Very animated, but he's teaching.
Took the entire time out.
And I tell you what, the referee was a good sport and listened to it all of it.
Yep.
But at some point in time, the referee gonna back him up off him. I promise you that, because he's still talking.
Oh yeah. Well, he's been talking since the game started.
True.
He's not gonna stop.
All right, 6 minutes, 38 seconds in the game. Second quarter. Davis with a crossover, gets to the free throw line area. Nothing doing, hard off the backboard. Cleared by Yeomans. Trying to get through that Jackson pressure. Buddy. Call for a foul. Mosley. All right, Donald Hackworth gets ready to return to the game. Mosley picks up his second.
And 6:25 to go in the second, and Reigns still has not broken 10.
Still has not broken 10. It's kind of sad right now.
Yep.
You know what? But it's not for lack of attempts, I'll tell you that much.
That is true. I mean, they have been playing the game.
I tell you one thing, I do like Jackson's defense on what I thought was the player of the game last night, Yeomans, and they've neutralized him pretty much this game thus far.
Well, you know, as you see that shot go up,
Hey, I talked him up for the three. Nice move.
I was about to say to you that we haven't called his name much in this game so far.
But I tell you what, he had to work for that three also.
Yep.
So it still was very good defense. All right, Reigns decides now to go out to a man-to-man.
And if you ask me, I think he's going to have to work for everything in this game.
No, definitely.
Because they know the danger he poses.
All right, Davis has the three, tries to do something different and lose the handle. Jones along the sideline. I'm sorry. Got Gillis. With the left hand layup. Now Reigns is making a run. I tell you what, if Reigns is going to go man to man, I would have to go into the mismatch to the big. This time it's Denard. All right, Hackworth up top. Gets to go to the basket. Being grabbed. No call. There he is. King Sanders.
That's the answer right there.
That's definitely the answer.
Yep.
All right, 4 minutes, 57 seconds. Ezekiel is probing. Nothing else. Gets it out to the freshman. Yeomans still being guarded heavily by Underwood. Zeke pulls up a three. The big guy Waltons grabs offensive rebound.
Lazily grabs the rebound.
Oh, crossover. Broke the ankles, but they say it doesn't matter if you don't score the bucket.
Broke the ankle and couldn't complete the play.
Couldn't complete the play. All right, Jackson back on the prowl. Ball goes over to Davis. Looks inside the big guy. Like I said, we have a mismatch. 11 versus 11. Ezekiel, Denard, and he's being shoved out of bounds. He realized he couldn't handle the big guy.
And there goes coach again on the court. I tell you, he's going to sub himself in.
All right. I don't know if they're brothers, but they have the same last name. So I'm going to say Gillis comes in for Ezekiel.
Yep. I'll tell you what. Let's just go for them being relatives.
Let's do it. All right. Once again, Hackworth with the head fake. Gets to the 12-foot area, but misses. Reigns with the push. Vikings. Ball goes into Asbury, being trapped by the big guy. And referee bails him out with a foul. All right, called it on Underwood. All right, Pauling is in for the first time. He's another one that we like to call his name out once he comes in off the bench.
Oh, yeah. Brave 3-point shooter. He gets it in. Once he has a look, he's going for it.
Correct. And he's very athletic. Gets to the basket.
Yep.
Slasher type player.
And doesn't miss much either.
No, he doesn't. All right, Josiah Jones checks back in for Simpson, the hero from last night. All right, 3 minutes, 55 seconds on the game clock. 10-point lead, Andrew Jackson. All right, Denard gets a break. Justin Jackson returns to the game. All right, once again, gets trapped at half court. Goes into the big guy for the dunk.
Nice.
Quick turnaround slam.
And it's always good to see that Reigns has found an answer for one of the questions that Jackson's asking.
Definitely. They're able to find the open spot.
Yep.
No call once again. Big battle inside. Big guy, but ends up getting the foul anyway. All I'll say is good hustle play, but he has to be careful of the fouls in this game right here because now on the board it says he has 3.
Wow.
3 minutes, 32 seconds in the second quarter. We need to pay attention to that.
Yep.
Amari Walton with his third foul, that is, just after he gave his team some momentum with a big dunk.
And now he gets to sit.
Don't know how long either.
And that's the thing.
Yep.
Because if he's needed, then coach will have no choice.
Hey, and I tell you what, when he comes back in, I'm Coach Samuel, I'm telling my team to attack. That's it. Because if he get a fourth one,
that's problems. He's out.
That's it.
He's out.
And he's the only thing that's controlling Jackson right now.
Right.
All right, King Sanders lines up the 3. Count it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get the offensive foul on the freshman, Yeomans, with the big hook.
And you know what? I was about to say to you, call his name while you can because he's almost not in the game.
I tell you what, Jackson is doing a great job of neutralizing him.
Yeah.
So what's happening is they're putting different people on him all the time, and they're playing physical with him. They're daring them to call a foul.
And that goes back to the point I made earlier. Different faces in your face.
Yes.
All right, who are you? What are you doing?
And both of them, and all of them play just the same. I mean, they're going to be there the whole time, very quick and athletic.
The intensity never changes.
Never changes. I guess that's what they call the nightmare, huh?
Yep.
All right, up top, Davis probes, kicks the ball over to King Sanders, who's hot. Instead, he decides to go to the basket, gets bumped once again. It's going to be by Asbury.
And the Reigns players are calling for the travel on Saunders. The referee saw it differently.
Yes, the referee don't call it, they don't call it, but what they got to get upset about is the fact that they keep getting blown past and leaving their post players or big guys in the back vulnerable to fouls.
Yep.
All right, free throw goes.
But I guess sometimes when you're not able to get it done, you ask the referee, hey, can you give me some help here?
Yeah, yes, and that's what he's doing right now. He's begging for some help.
Yep. Not their job.
Nope. All right, gets the second one as well. Double-edged sword, get to the free throw line, making free throws. Now back into the pressure. Half-court zone press, 2-2-1. Reigns beats it pretty easily, but walks right into the trap. All right, gets it back to Hayes. Hayes pulls up. Doesn't get it. Pauling snatched the rebound. Look to go up. We got people up forward. Highlight. Oh, no call. He finally got the travel call.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm not going to blame the big guy for that. I blame the guard for throwing a low pass to a big guy.
Almost below the knees.
Yes. Put the ball up top. Let the big guy go get it, All right, 2 minutes, 34 seconds. 2-2-1. Full court pressure. All right, Reigns on the attack. Jackson slows him down. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Gavin Yeomans looks to try to make something happen. Same physical play. Simpson tries to find that spot and makes the three. He's not just a game time hitter. He shoots them all the time.
Yep.
All right, 2 minutes exactly. Game clock. 10-point lead, Andrew Jackson. Things have slowed down. They've only scored 8 points. Steal by Reigns. I'm going to say no call, but we finally get it. Late whistle. Number 3, Justin Jackson. 12, Jamal Carr goes to the free throw line, shooting 2. What this run has done also for Reigns is saves the big guy.
Right. It does. It does.
The coach doesn't have to think about maybe putting him in and taking a chance.
But then his coach also thinking that he doesn't want to keep him out there too long. He gets cold on the bench. Then he gets back in, and a whole new set of problems.
Yeah, he's back. He's ready to go to the half. Hopefully his guys are still playing well. Yep. Carr misses the first one. All right, referees are getting tired of him now. They're getting tired. And that's one of my old buddies' officials right there. So he can all that talking he did with the young guy, it's not going to work with this guy here.
Yep. Sent him right back to his
backed him right on up, didn't he? All right, Carr lines up the free throw, front of the rim.
And then your player does that.
0 possession.
Now, what do you say to the official then?
Absolutely nothing.
There you go.
He's just taking notes for the halftime. Davis attacks the basket. Athletic play for 2.
And then you get punished at the other end.
I tell you what, the door opened up and Davis did not waste his time.
Well, we know he's that type of player. He's going to see it.
Absolutely. I love that guy. I love to see him play. All right, once again, Yeomans kick the ball over to Hayes. Looks to go baseline, spin move. Blocked. But not blocked. Foul called on Pauling from Jackson. On the shot. Hayes, Eric that is, goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And interesting, the coach has nothing to say. He got the call.
He got the call.
Okay, now say something to your player now on the free throw line.
Yeah, he's starting to figure out which official he can talk to, which one not. All right, Hayes is good. Talking about an athletic ball player, Eric Hayes is very athletic.
Indeed.
I like to see him play. He kind of already knows what he wants to do when he gets the ball. He's good for 2. All right, 10-point game again.
But the Reigns team, the physical look is there.
Yeah.
You got some good-looking ball players. It's just about putting the game together.
Most definitely. All right, Davis pulls again. He has his guy open, Justin Jackson. Spin move, get to the basket, and the floater with contact. All right, 53 seconds on the game clock.
And on that play, he was not going to give up that ball.
Not going to be denied. All right, Yeomans goes in, kicks ball, but it's tipped. Simpson is standing on the out-of-bounds lines. Turnover, Reigns. Cardinal sin, jump the pass.
Yep.
All right, 41 seconds on the game clock. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Call play up top, double screen. Davis looks to go to the basket, and he takes it directly at Simpson from Reigns, who gets the foul.
And he's another one. You're not going to stop him. He will not be denied.
Another great athletic play by Jackson, guard. Goes to the free throw line, looks to complete the 3-point play. As the crowd says, and 1.
And 1.
All right, 30 seconds on the game clock. Reigns beats the pressure pretty good. Gets the ball over to Eric. Athletic gets to the free throw line area. No good on the jump shot. Ball knocked out of bounds by Pauling from Jackson. 19 seconds on the game clock.
Reigns, you cannot afford to miss.
No, or turn the ball over.
Or turn the ball over. Make these possessions count.
Yeah, I'm coaching hat comes back on, and I say to my team, just take one shot.
Yeah.
But bump, that's why I'm not on the sideline no more. Yeomans for 3. Big shot right there. Now, see what they do defensively. All right, Denard Holds up. Does not have it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson. 1.9. Reigns ball. 24-36. Ball's inbounds. Goes to Yeomans. Has nothing. All right, in the second quarter, 12-point lead. Jackson goes in. It looked pretty tough, too, for a minute there. They had only scored 6 points by the 3-minute mark, and then they were able to turn it on a little bit.
Well, again, you see, and that's the importance of jumping out and taking a lead when you can, because you expect the other team at some point in time to come back and give you something to think about. But if you have that lead, it becomes more of a mountain for them to climb. Always harder to come back, and you have something to build on.
Definitely. We was expecting the run at some point in time for Reigns, and it came, but the lead was so much that it really didn't make a deal in it too much. All right, we go to halftime. Here's a word from our sponsors.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida. First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, so we're back here with you. It's a championship Saturday. The Northwest Classic, Andrew Jackson versus Reigns. So far, it's pretty much been the Andrew Jackson show. Not that we're surprised, Strong.
I tell you what, though, Reigns has to be very pleased. Believe it or not, even though they're down 12 points, they took the momentum at the end of that second quarter there. So if they could come out and make a quick run right here, they can stop the bleeding and actually make this a situation where, you know what, we can take this all the way to the wire. But if they don't, and they allow Jackson to come out and get their run, then they can get out of hand.
So, like you said, they had the run going into the break. Now we're hoping that the break did not kill the momentum.
True, but what it did also is allowed them opportunity to get the big guy back in.
Right, indeed. All right, so we're here at Main Street, Night Near on Main Street. I want to say thanks to our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. And hey, for those of you watching, please remember to give us a subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live or when we post a new video. And of course, like, share, and comment. We really appreciate you being here with us. Sunshine State Broadcasting, ssbjacks.com. Courtney Wallace alongside LaTroy Strong. We're getting ready for the start of the third quarter, or the second half of the championship final in the Northwest Classic.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And have to remember, this is one of the biggest events here on the north side when it comes down to basketball in Jacksonville, Florida.
And the crowd in the gym is testament to that.
Definitely. I didn't waste any time getting back in. They ran to the concession stand, got in, got out, and they're ready to go. Third quarter.
And you know, it's back-to-back sold out nights.
Back-to-back and capacity.
Yep.
All right, Jackson inbounds. Davis looks to get his team started. Goes in quickly to Denard Mosley at the three-point line. Goes on the flex cut. And King Sanders gets the two with the foul.
Not quite the start that Reigns wanted to see.
Most definitely. Exactly not what they wanted.
Yep.
Give up a quick possible 3 points here. And then now you have to deal with Jackson's pressure. Because you know it's coming.
Yep.
Count it.
Perfect three.
I said, well, they took care of the pressure real quick. Got at the sideline very quick. Tim over to the big guy. And he gets the and one. So right back got an answer.
Yep. That's the answer. And again, I want to say welcome to the Reigns faithful to Sunshine State Broadcasting. It's good to have you with us.
Most definitely. Go to the chat. Give us some of your thoughts about what's going on here tonight. Who do you have? You got Reigns coming back and winning this or not? All right, big guy misses the free throw. So we got a violation. Gets another chance, a do-over as they call it. All right, rims out again. Denard fights for the rebound. Gets it, but smacked away by Reigns. Yeomans turns it over. Runs into Denard. Ball up quick to the big guy. And we look to have a dunk, but guess what just happened? Amari Walton just picked up his fourth foul with 30 seconds into the third quarter.
So, you see that Hackworth being effective even when not scoring a basket.
Man, and the crazy part about that is that's when you have to say to yourself, you know what? I'm just going to let him dunk this one because I need to continue to play.
Yep.
Instead, I get caught up in the hype of the crowd, and I want to stop the dunk. You know, he missed the first free throw, but even if he missed the second one, they did what they needed to do.
They did what yep. That is so true.
And this is the part that bothers me is no one's talking to him.
Right.
If it's a teachable moment, take it as a teachable moment and go have a conversation with him. Let him know, hey, next time this happens, let him go.
Right.
All right, back to that Jackson pressure. Ball's going through. A little slow, King Sanders. Pull up Tim Cole. Three-pointer no good, but he corrals it, gets it to his teammate. Hayes up top. All right, 28 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Tim Cole once again surveys, spin move, gets it back up top, 22 seconds. All right, high pick and roll, being hounded by Mosley. Jones, nothing happening. Now we're on the run. King Sanders gets it, has the big guy going with him, shoots a floater. Nice, smooth bounce.
And you speak about, somebody speaking to the big guy. His coach has been doing so much talking. You'd figure that would be a good time for him to say something.
Something constructive, definitely. Yeah. All right, ball contested by Hackworth. Get an Aaron air ball. Push the ball to the floor. King Sanders steps up to the three. No good on that one. And the big guy falls down. Reigns has it.
Even the hand.
Yes, Eric Hayes looks to go forward. Kicks it over to 22. Bumped by Mosley.
And Mosley by now should be
3.
Yep.
That's his third.
Yep.
All right, Daniel Davis goes to the free throw line. Timeout called by timeout called by Reigns.
Yep.
But see, did you see the referee very demonstrative in that move? They're not happy with the Reigns sideline. You can see their body language right now.
Well, like I said, coach has been very animated. And when you pull a ref aside and spends an entire timeout,
yes,
trying to school the ref, that could get you into some trouble. You're not making no friends here.
Oh no, definitely. And I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of these officials, and the guy that he kind of bit his ear a little bit was the right one, because those other two, they're not going to take it.
Right.
All right, 6 minutes, 25 seconds.
And there he goes again. In the officials here.
Not sure what's going on here, but
now he goes to the other official.
but she's going to that official.
Yep.
All right, at some point in time, we'll get back to business here.
Yep. And the official is trying to get a word in, and he's not allowing him.
I tell you what, in Florida they have the standing ground rule, right? I tell you, referee needs to stand his ground.
Yep.
And he's still letting the coach take up too much time, right?
Yep,
right. At some point in time, you have to shut him up.
Yep.
That's either sit him down or take him.
Yep.
Right. The other officials say, "Hey, we're gonna get started. Let's go." All right, ball is inbound by Reigns. 4 shot clock here. All right. Gavin Yeomans looks to still try to create something. All right, Jones, left hand, no good. King Sanders on the rebound. Once again, Jackson in transition. They got the big guy sitting out by the three-point line. Hackworth steps back, fade away, three-pointer. Give it to him.
All night.
And like we talked about, that's the run that Reigns had to worry about.
Yep.
And it's happening right now. All right, ball stolen by Denard. Plays safety just in against Reigns. All right, Davis lines it up. Doesn't have anything, but he gets first one back on defense. Great job. Slows down Gavin. Interesting situation there. No call, but Gavin on the finish. 4-2. All right, ball up top to Mosley. He has the big guy inside. But in case the skip pass goes over to King Sanders with another floater. That's his game. He has mastered the floater.
It makes it look so easy.
So easy. Like I told you, this has to be one of the best mid-range shooting teams that I have covered. All right, goes inside to Jones. All right, bounce pass. Can't be handled. Daniel Davis couldn't get to it. Turnover. Reigns. New subs in. The freshman very animated. Not very happy with what's going on out there.
Yep.
Wholesale substitutions for Reigns. 5 minutes, 13 seconds in the third quarter. Feels like a long quarter. All right, reach around foul by Reigns. That puts them at 14 fouls, I believe. All right, we're going to stick with threes. Three team fouls. All right, Davis brings it down. Looks to start some type of offense for Jackson Tigers. All right, get to the basket. Floater, no good, but the foul is called. A little late, but called.
We've said it before. He's going to make something happen.
Yes, he is. Guess what? That foul's on number 21, Curtis Asbury.
Listen, I think this coach and this ref, there must be some friends, type of friends or something.
I tell you what, because that referee is allowing him to get away with bloody murder.
Constant conversation.
Yeah, even threw a couple of interesting comments there. All right, free throw, good. All right, Davis caps off the second one. All right, 21-point lead now. And like I say, no matter what goes on, Jackson just keeps pouring it on. All right, free throw line shot, no good. Denard fights for the rebound. Ball stays with Reigns.
We can't say it enough. You get that ball, you get to the basket, you have to score.
You have to score, yes, you do. Number one goal for basketball. Put the ball in the basket. Yeah. All right, Reigns having trouble getting the ball in. Finally has it. All right, three-point shot taken. No good. Reigns clears the rebound. Goes back in Simpson. And he's fouled. Count the bucket. Driving Coach Samuel crazy because he's trying to figure out how are they still getting rebounds with both of his bigs on the court.
Right.
And he takes out the big guy, and that's probably why, because he's not dominating the glass.
Right. Which is unusual for him.
He changes his mind. Goes with Mosley.
And again, he's expecting Mosley again to be a leader out there.
Definitely. You know, when all his guards are so athletic, he just also needs them on the glass, too.
Right.
All right. Simpson caps off the three-point play. All right, Davis with a good spin move out of the trap. Looks to push. Has a transition. Trying to figure out where he wants to go with the ball. Justin Jackson gets it back to Davis and looking for the post player side. Denard. All right, tipped by Reigns. Still turnover, Jackson. All right, he's turning right back over. Davis said, give it to me. He looks to go hard to the basket and gets the roll. All right, Davis once again tips. He sees the three-point line and lines it up. No good.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, man, you have to love a player who makes a nuisance of himself on the court.
And smiles about it.
And smiles about it.
Yeah, and then looks at the coach, and they both have a smile together.
Yeah.
But that tells you a player who's out there playing free.
Yep.
No worries. Just go out there and have a good time.
Never takes a second off.
Right. Because don't forget, both of those were two great defensive plays by him.
Right.
All right, Carr with the three. And he's going to get a technical taunting call. Reigns is cheering because they have no clue. And a technical foul call for taunting on Jamal Carr. It's not a timeout.
So now they realize, and the questions are being asked.
All right, so Javion steps to the free throw line. Javion Davis shoots two for the technical foul.
All right, let's go back to Davis.
Cans the first or just one shot? No, two shots. So you hit a three and instantly negate points by doing something boneheaded. Count the second one. And we talk about getting caught up in the crowd. The big guy gets his fourth foul, caught up in the crowd. Carr hits a three, wants to show off for the crowd. Right. Technical foul. And I'm telling you, the referees are not going to give Reigns anything because of how their coach has been acting.
Well, I tell you what, he just had a conversation with the other official just now, and they almost shook hands afterwards.
Right. They're trying to maintain cordial.
Yeah.
All right. Justin Jackson with the ball up top being hounded. Picks up his dribble. Davis comes to get it. Still being pushed. No call, timeout. Jackson.
Look at this. Here goes coach again.
Right, and it's ridiculous because his guys are fouling, and now he's complaining.
Look at that.
Right.
Here
The other
goes
officials,
again.
right. The other officials stepped in that time because they know he's very close to get another technical.
Yep.
All right, 19-point lead. Jackson High School. 3 minutes, 13 seconds in the third quarter. It feels like we've been here forever.
Yep. And I'm liking this. I'm actually liking it because coach is giving us a whole different show.
A show within the show. Listen, and I was bad.
And he's still at it. Look at that.
Hey, like I said, I was bad, but I wasn't this bad.
Gotta love high school basketball, man.
Gotta love it. Love this atmosphere too,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
All right, ball inbounds. Justin Jackson tries to go quickly into the big guy inside. He looks to make a move. No call again, but he gets the hook shot to go.
Yep.
All right, 2-2-1 once again for Jackson. Slowed him down a little bit. All right, brother Zeke. All right, Pros. Get the ball over to Simpson. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Austin behind the back. He looks to go to the basket. And he gets the right-hand layup to go. All right, Underwood pushes, gets to the big guy for the dunk. Tomahawk. There he is. That's what you want. And that's what those fouls did with the big guy.
Yep.
Him not being in the game allows that to happen. All right, we got a foul call on Mr. Hackworth. All right, Pauling comes in the game for King Sanders. Jackson maintains a 21-point lead. 2 minutes, 23 seconds on the game clock. All right, brother Zeke inbounds. Has it up top. Against this 3-2 defense, Jackson switches up. All right, ball goes into the middle. Kicks back out to brother Zeke. Lines up a three-pointer. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ends up underneath. And we have a travel called before the monstrous block. Reigns turnover. All right, Reigns now comes out in a full court man-to-man. I'll call it a 1-2. Well, some people in the zone press, some people in the man-to-man. But Jackson handles it pretty easily. Minute 55 on the game clock. Justin Jackson goes to the basket, reverse layup, no good, but that athletic play still doesn't get done. Brother Zeke. All right, we got a foul call on Davis. All right, we got a sub coming in. Hackworth gets a chance to take a break at the minute and 43-second point. All right, Gavin Yeomans also returns, comes in for brother Zeke. All right, Jackson back to that 32 defense. All right, Gavin with the ball at the free throw line area. Once again, gets grabbed by Underwood. Go to the free throw line, shooting a double bonus. 21-point lead. Minute, 32 seconds on the game clock. At this feverish pace, it almost feels like the game is closer.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
All right, Gavin Yeoman rattles the first one in.
As you said, at one point I had to actually look at the scoreboard to say, "Oh, nah, it's not."
Yeah, definitely.
But that's where it feels, though.
It feels closer than what it is, but it is not very close.
Yep.
All right, it misses the second one. No rebound for Jackson. Reigns pulled it out. Number 10, Lines up three, no good. Offensive rebound still. Reigns. Gavin Yeomans gets in and gets pushed from behind. Goes to the free throw line and shoot two once again. Minute 22.
Well, you know one of the things though why I think it feels that way is that Jackson's used to dropping like about 80 on opponents.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and they were like on par to do just that based on the first half of the game, but Reigns has somehow found a way to slow them up.
Man, Reigns has what they call smutted up the game. It's become real ugly, and it's just this non-competitive. They grabbing, pushing, shoving. Coach Samuels had the opportunity to kind of feed into it. He got his big guys out, so that's why they're getting a bunch of offensive rebounds there now. But they're not really close to contention,
Right.
Jackson has to just find a way to continue to put the ball in the basket. Missed on the second one, but does clear for the rebound for Jackson. It's Underwood.
And like I said before, that's their game. You put together a lead, and then you just got to maintain.
You just hold on to it.
Yeah.
All right, 1 minute, 10 seconds on the game clock. Jackson looks to kind of pass the ball around the perimeter a little bit. Calling with a step back, those to Justin Jackson. Got a curl. Gets to the basket and fouled. Now, free throws right here are a bonus because they got a chance to run off about 18, 20 seconds off the clock.
Indeed.
Which works out in Jackson's favor. So if he gets the free throws, that's just a bonus.
Yep.
Count the bonus. First one, good. All right, Tim Cole returns to the game.
So the Reigns faithful are, kind of quiet. They see what's happening. But so too is the Jackson faithful because it's almost like we've been here.
Yes. And, I think at this point in time, they're just looking for a little more excitement in the game.
Yep. A little exhibition, a dunk here or there, a couple more three-pointers.
Definitely. All right, 2-2-1. Once again, a tactic to kind of slow him down a little bit. Tim Cole attacks the basket. Layup, no good, but foul called again. And this is all predicated because of the Reigns coach and his constant conversations with the officials. They just finally said, you know what? If you want us to call everything, we'll call everything and show you what that looks like too.
Right.
All right, shot's good.
And interesting, the shot's good. They're still 20 points behind.
Still 20 points behind. Tim Cole at the free throw line. All right, Reigns looking to do some pressure as well. All right, quick layup by Davis. When you need a bucket, call Davis. All right, ball's thrown up long. Reigns has in the corner, still being trapped. And we have a foul. Number 14, Jackson received that foul. Go to the free throw line, shooting the two-shot bonus.
So is this a case where the Reigns coach, he begged for it, he asked for it, he did everything for it, he got it. Now it's even hard to enjoy it.
It's very hard to enjoy, right? Like I said, they smutted up the game. It's kind of like lethargic watching this last few minutes. All right, Carr makes the free throw. Because, referees are very aware of the 5 fouls. They're very aware of going to the free throw line, shooting 2, clock stops.
Right.
They are aware of that, so they try not to call all of those fouls until it just gets out of hand.
Right.
All right, 19-point lead, 31.8 seconds on the game clock of third quarter. Here, Reigns versus Jackson. Championship game, NorthWest Classic.
Nightmare on Main Street.
Nightmare on Main Street, yes. All right, Reigns, 2-2-1 pressure. Ball quickly up the sideline. No foul called there. So Timothy looks to go. Step through, nothing doing. But Reigns gets the offensive rebound. Gavin Yeoman lines with a long three-pointer.
Had a long, hard look.
No good. All right, 8, 7, 6, 5. I gotta love that guy. Damian Davis has a wide open lane to the basket, and he looks to take advantage of it. Missed the dunk, but was fouled. Goes to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Well, I tell you what he did. He woke up the crowd.
He woke up the crowd.
Just spoke about it. They needed something.
They needed it. Yes, the crowd was waiting on it.
Yep.
If only that went in.
Oh, let me tell you. Pandemonium would have broken out.
Oh, he missed the free throw. All right, 5 seconds left in the game clock. 5 seconds in third quarter. Davis to the free throw line to shoot 1. Takes his time a little bit more on that one. Gets it to go. 3, 2, 1. Nothing. Blocked by the AC units. Woo! We finished up a tough third quarter here. Andrew Jackson High School. 20-point lead, Jackson, 42-62, going into the fourth.
And let's take a quick timeout. Pay some respects to our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
The Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, so 8 minutes of basketball left to be played in this championship finale. So far, it's all been Andrew Jackson. And we don't want to say too early, but the writing is pretty much on the wall.
Correct. And Coach Samuel put his thumbs back on the court, but I guarantee you his thought pattern is just for them to control this lead, get it to about the 4-minute mark, and then get them out because the last thing he needs is for something to happen to one of them.
Yep.
And like that, Hackworth just goes out and fouls. Gavin Yeoman shooting.
But also we know that one thing about Coach Samuel, he's looking forward to the big picture, the big game.
Yes, he is.
Getting to the state championship. So, all of this is times when he can get his players into situations that they'll run into down the line. And it's all about game management.
Correct. We're correct. And this situation here is don't get hurt, please.
Yeah.
All right, another hard one clanged off of the rim. Gavin Yeoman's.
And I mean, he's been really subdued this game.
Yeah, it had to be a frustration because Jackson turned up the heat on him specifically, and they threw everything at him.
Yep. And it goes to show when you have one player that is such an important cog in the wheel in your team, it's kind of easy to figure them out.
Oh, most definitely. And I agree 100%. You take him out, and Reigns is not the same team.
Exactly.
All right, a three-point shooter, big man out there, falls a little short there. And once again, Mosley gets a ill-advised foul for no reason.
You remember the conversation we had with Coach Samuel last night about Mosley trying to step his game up because, he's been looking a little bit subdued this season. And we can see him working hard there, trying hard, probably just a little bit too much.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, because sometimes you have individuals that are working hard, doing nothing, and then sometimes the hard work gets you negative plays.
Yeah.
All right, good play. Carl lines up a three, does not happen. Denard gets hammered on the rebound, falls into a range player hand, bounce pass into Carr, tries to step through, and once again, foul called.
I think that one was on Denard.
All right, well, that's just Denard's first foul of the game.
You want to repeat that?
That's his first foul of the game.
Say it again.
One more time. Yes, first foul. Yep. All right, there he is. Gavin Yeoman is trying to get his team back going. Hits a three.
That's usually an indication that he didn't play a lot. He hasn't played a lot, or he's just been super disciplined.
Definitely. All right, King centers quickly to the basket. Nice move with the layup for two. All right, timeout. Range. 6 minutes, 55 seconds.
And he's still talking to the refs.
Yeah, he's beating the dead horse. That's where we are now. He's beating the dead horse.
Yep. I think he should spend this time out talking to the team.
You would think so, right?
Yeah. But it's always strong. It's always good to come to Main Street and watch this Jackson team play. They, like we've said it time and time and again, they have so many facets to the game that if one thing is taken out, something else comes before, and it's just efficient basketball.
No, definitely. And Coach Samuel right now, he's just trying to get through the smog. And what I mean by the smog is this atmosphere of the Northwest Classic, because it's in his guys' heads.
Right.
And they're trying to do all this stuff and taking nothing away from Reigns, but they're actually playing down to Reigns, and they're up 18 points.
Right. But again, we've spoken about it. The rivalry games, there's something about rivalry games where you just don't want to lose them. And it's a different kind of attention, man.
Well, most definitely. So, I mean, he's just trying to get through it.
Yep.
All right, Gavin Yeomans once again goes to the basket with a step back, hits the 2. He's starting to wake up.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not a little too late.
Well, you said wake up, he's probably still going to have them nightmares from Main Street.
All right, once again, a Jackson floater. That's probably a stat in the Jackson book, the floaters.
Uh-huh.
All right, ball to the middle. Free throw line. Miss. Ball's kicked out. Got Davis on the fast break. Got his big guys running with him. Once again, we have the dunk from Hackworth, assisted by Davis. That's what this crowd's been looking for.
Yep.
I like the way the big guy runs the floor, too.
Yep.
All right, almost a steal. We got backcourt call. All right, wholesale substitutions once again by Reigns. I almost feel like Reigns just conceded. What do you think?
Pretty much, it looks like it.
All right, so we'll see just how much longer Coach Samuel leaves his starters out there. So you get up by 30 and then you pull them out?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I believe he could do like he did last night. He could go for the third tier.
Davis, once again, with the smooth layup and the opportunity for a free throw.
Well, if I could get into his ear, I'd just say, hey, leave Davis on the floor. Please, don't take him out.
I tell you. But once again, we talked about how deep their bench is.
Yeah.
You can go to the bench and bring in Justin Jackson. You also have Pauling. You got Underwood.
Yeah.
They got so many. And plus, I talked about the big guy starting warm-ups that I don't remember seeing, the big tall guy. Maybe give him some quality minutes now,
Yep. Because again, it's no pressure.
That's it.
Absolutely no pressure.
And look who's at the scores table now, checking in for the shooter, Justin Jackson.
Yep.
I see the crowd starting to sense the
Inevitable.
Yep. Starting to make their way toward the door. But the interesting part, the Jackson faithful, they like to stay here and see the trophy lifted up.
Yeah, it's one thing about a Jackson game. No matter what happens, there will always be a decent section of the crowd at the end of the game.
Definitely. Rooting on their team. All right, free throw good. Davis sits. Justin Jackson returns. And remember, when things looked a little bleak for Jackson, Justin Jackson came in and hit 2 big threes.
2 big threes. Change the momentum.
All right, Reigns decides to put the big guy back in. So it's the next dead ball. All right, 2-2-1 trap again. Ball goes up the sideline. Tipped by Justin Jackson.
I guess at this point, no point keeping him on the bench.
No need.
Yeah. Hopefully he will be smart enough to play without falling.
Maybe finish up the whole thing, right?
Yep.
I tell you what, the disappointing part is you have to look at the stat sheet on him and try to figure out what in the world is going on.
All right.
All right, Gavin, missed shot, gets another from 3-point line, lines up off the glass.
Yep.
They're taking how they get it.
Take it how you get it.
All right, back to a 20-point lead.
Finish strong.
Finish strong. And definitely Gavin Yeomans is trying to do that. All right, ball kicked out to Mosley. Lines up the three. Off the rim. Tipped out by Hackworth. But corralled by the Reigns player. Haynes. Eric gets it. And misses the layup. King Sanders has it. Ball goes over. Once again, comes to the big guy. Good dribble. Get his position for the easy layup. Assisted by Mosley.
And again, Hackworth, he has a good basketball brain.
Yes, he does. Very good IQ, too.
Yep.
Mosley did exactly what he was supposed to. No dunking in here.
Not in my house.
Not in his house. He just went through and controlled the big guy just to make sure he didn't dunk. And just fouled out. And that tells you the sacrifice that these Jackson players would do.
Yep.
He knew it was his last foul, but he was not going to let no momentum go and the big guy get a dunk.
Yep. And of course, pretty much the trophy's already lifted. So again, no pressure.
No pressure. Hey, 22-point lead. 4 minutes, 45 seconds on the game clock. Gavin Yeomans once again looks to try to make something happen. Calls up for high screen. Walton comes out. Great defense by Underwood Jr. Double screen. Gets to the basket with left hand layup. Gets hit by Hackworth. All right, Gavin Yeoman goes back to the free throw line once again.
There goes the official mopping up.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Nobody told him.
All right, Yeoman steps to the free throw line, shooting two. And Jackson's in the double bonus as well with a fifth team foul.
Think they care?
You know what? They do because it stops the clock.
Indeed. And again, like we said, they're always thinking about the future. Something you want to avoid.
Yes.
It can hurt you against, in a different situation.
All right, Hackworth goes to the bench, puts Denard back in, and Denard's one job is to rebound right now. Just rebound. All right, Yeomans finishes off. Reigns comes out full court pressure. Ball's tipped in the air, which is always trouble. Reigns comes down with it. Yeomans for three.
No good.
No good. Justin Jackson. Underwood takes it from the Reigns player. Ball stays here. Reigns ball. 4 minutes, 13 seconds in the fourth quarter.
And again, even at 20 points.
All right, Eric Hayes, backdoor cut. Misses the layup.
It seems as if Reigns is still in the game.
It seems that they're in the game. Yeah, I mean, all right, what we have here? We're going to get a charge call on Justin Jackson. And Coach Samuel says why, and I agree with him. He had guys running with him. That didn't make sense. He actually thinks he's at the free throw line. It was a charge call on him.
Look who's standing behind him. Number 2. Back in the game.
Yep, Mr. Davis.
Yep.
And like I said, that's literally for basketball IQ, finishing the game. Mm-hmm. All right, 20-point lead still. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. The young guy, freshman, doing all he can to keep his team in it. All right, spin move, nothing. Almost falls. Comes the car at the top. Gets shoved by Davis. Shooting free throws still.
And you know what? He looked at Coach Shumwell and Shumwell said, yep, you did it.
Yeah, and believe it or not, this is one of those situations where you have to be able to turn it down some too.
Right.
This is what happens in state. And they get there, you get these officials that are not used to this area, and they're not calling for you. They're calling straight neutral.
Right.
And then they start getting all these fouls, touchy calls, and the other team goes to the free throw line. And because they're in state, believe me, they're a decent free throw shooting team.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, it's 1 for 2. Definitely teachable moment. They have to be able to turn this thing down a little bit defensively and kind of give them a little space without all the physical contact.
Right. And understand where you are in the game.
And understand where you are in the game.
Yeah. The game is almost won.
All right, Justin Jackson, and we have a hold on the ground, range foul. Simpson with the grab on Denard. Ball to be taken out of bounds by Jackson. New shot clock, 33 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. All right, Denard looks to go to the basket, loses it, head fake, finishes still strong with a 2. All right, with everything there, ball still taken away, and Denard throws it to the baseline.
Looking for the alley-oop. It's a little bit too quick on the trigger.
Yeah, full court alley-oop.
Yep.
Coach Samuel just says, hey, just stay in the full court since you guys are already over here. All right, Jackson, full court man-to-man. See if they can call a couple turnovers before he shut it down. All right, run and jump up. But Ezekiel goes to Gavin. Gavin being double teamed. Pulls up. Carr at the free throw line. Throws up nothing. Justin Jackson clears. Push the ball to the floor to Davis. Davis says, let me take it upon myself to get these 2. Keep putting points on the board.
Like he was going to do anything else.
Well, he had Denard going with him. I thought he might dish it off to him, but hey.
Nope.
All right, Ezekiel being double teamed. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson's Underwood. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. All right, Coach Samuel. And 5. Make it 6. Jackson players pull off their shooting shirts. All right, we go to clear the bench here. All the reserves are in.
Yep. Line change.
The Tigers smell victory. 23-point lead right now.
And the crowd knows what that means.
And the crowd sees it. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. 24 seconds on the shot clock for Reigns. Go with the post up and you get a foul. Count the bucket.
And the message is clear. There's no comeback for you.
I tell you what, man, but having 5 team fouls up on the board, it still scares me if I was on the sideline because my guys will not stop fouling.
Yeah.
All right, gets the 3-point play.
And interestingly enough, Reigns have been doing better at the free throw line lately in this game.
Yes, they have. Well, tipped again. Reigns on attack. No good on the layup. Scrum goes around, pops out. Goes outside, brother Ezekiel for the 3. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound, but tipped out by Reigns. Number 10, Alston.
And of course, Jackson with no real big men on the game.
No bigs.
Unable to hold on to onto the board.
I take it back. I'm going to ask for the young man, number 21 is in the game. Yes.
Not a real big though. Has some height, but not there yet.
Not there yet. All right, Jackson looks to bring the ball down the floor. 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Number 12, Jackson lines up a 3, no good. But Ezekiel Merrier brings the ball down. Kicks it to the corner. Tim Cole. All right, Asbury, shake and bake, spin move, backwards. No good. Jackson with the rebound. With the push, throw the alley-oop. A little late, but the floater. All right, Reigns control the ball. Minute, 38 seconds. Asbury looks to be aggressive going to the basket. And the ball is tomahawk. Smash. Block. By Theo Silney.
And again, the crowd was looking for something.
Just looking for something exciting to happen.
And it's even more spectacular because it's coming from the bench.
coming from the bench, and I think he's a young guy too, man.
Deep on the bench out there.
Might even be a freshman, which would be really nice. All right, inside. We'll get another foul call because Jackson will not stop fouling. The clock is refereeing right here. And they're not small fouls. I mean, they're reach-ins, they're pushes, things of that nature. I mean, if somebody hit you and he run past you, and it's those regular kind of basketball plays, that's one thing.
Right.
You look at the clock, let the clock run, let's go home, get your trophy.
Yep.
All right, number 22, Daniel Davis at the free throw line, misses the first one.
But then that happens, and you're like, okay.
Well, the clock still stops, you know? All right, misses them both, but get the offensive rebound. And they're going to call the foul on number 21, Theo Silney.
And Coach Schummel shakes the head like, clean it up, clean it up.
The referee's actually still listening to the coaching range.
Yep,
they
still. Too funny.
All right, still, missed free throws. I think you may have commentators jinxed them because you just talked about it. They were shooting well. All right, another deep sub for Jackson.
Let it not be said he didn't get a run in the championship game.
Definitely. He's in there now. All right, did not get the second one either. Jackson can't control. Rains ball out of bounds. 1 minute, 24 seconds. All right, quick skip pass up forward. Ball comes back to 0. Gillis, he gets his own rebound and misses the layup. Jackson's finally able to corral a rebound. Trapped in on the baseline. Throws it off of a Reigns player.
Smart play.
Yes.
Smart play.
1 minute, 9 seconds.
You know what? He threw it straight at the head.
Straight at his head.
Yep. And no catching that. I think some of the Reigns fans have seen enough.
It looks that way. They are headed toward the sidelines. All right, ball inbounds. Trapped on the sideline. Gillis steals it. Get 2. All right, still pressing. Jackson gets up, still trying to throw an alley-oop to the big guy. And he is then fouled. Daniel Davis. 52.9 on the clock.
All right, about now, the Jackson faithful are just waiting to celebrate the lifting of the trophy.
They're just waiting. That's it. All right, big guy comes in and knocks down the free throw. All right, 1 for 2. All right, Brother Ezekiel comes down and gets fouled. All right, good on the first.
Nice and clean, all net.
All net. Cheerleaders got a lot to cheer about over there.
Indeed.
All right, get the rim rattle, shake and roll. Count it. All right, with a quick layup. Count it, left-handed. All right. 33 for Jackson. All right, nothing going. Silney snatched the rebound. Raise foul. Number 0, Gillis Maria. All right, 27 seconds on the clock. Now they're just grabbing and chugging and doing all kind of stuff now. Just, like I said, they mutton up the game.
Yep.
All right, follow my brother Ezekiel Merrier.
Well, I guess they just had to find some way to keep themselves in the game.
Yes, definitely. I don't know if they're trying to foul to get free throws or what's going on. But number 15 controls it very well, young fella. Gets grabbed by Gillis Merrier. Shooting 2 shots.
Yep. I guess he just want to, extend his time on the court.
Like I said, they started it early and they just continue to do it.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, they keep it up. The officials are going to stop this one.
Indeed.
All right, 19-point lead, Jackson. Even the coach is asking why. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out what was going on. Player just taking it upon himself.
I don't know, his own frustration, I guess.
All right, first free throw shot good. Going for the second one. Make it 100% for the young fella. All right, 14 seconds. 12. 10. 6 seconds on the clock. And Jackson fouls again. Number 15 with the hold. Brother Ezekiel Merrier goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. All right, front of the rim, no good. All right, second one good. Keeping it at a 20-point game.
Is that the objective?
Looks that way.
Do not lose by more than 20. Well, doesn't matter.
By Jackson. He just holds the ball. Game time. It's over. Champion.
Andrew Jackson.
Northwest Classic. 20, 25, 26.
Yep. And you know what? Like you said, Reigns, they made a game of it in some sort of a strange way. Not keeping themselves in the game, but keeping themselves in the game.
Yeah, they made it ugly, and they made Jackson kind of play their game.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's what they wanted, they got it.
They got it. Well, the one thing that they also got is the second place.
Second place, yes.
All the marbles go to Andrew Jackson. And we're just now waiting for the presentation ceremony. So while we're doing that, let's take away from more sponsors. First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, we're here with one of the beloved Tigers, Jahari. How we doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, coach. Doing good.
Hey, man, so a quick question, because the fans been asking, where did you end up? Where are you playing now?
I play at Santa Fe College in Gainesville.
Santa Fe in Gainesville. Okay, how things going thus far?
Things going good. We're 11-2 right now. I got pretty decent numbers, but it's always work to be done.
Absolutely. And in Florida, we have some of the, what they call Division I junior colleges. Mean we set ourselves up to be able to go to 4-year schools.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling about the new rule where you're not utilizing any of your eligibility toward 4-year schools?
I feel good, because that means I can just, perfect my craft and get stronger and get better and just be prepared myself for the 4 level.
Definitely.
School.
So are you? If you can't put it out there, it's all good. Are you kind of a one and done, or are you thinking about doing the whole 2 years?
I don't know yet. It's just whatever God got planned for me, I'm just going step by step.
Okay, so how you feel about your fellas, your teammates, ex-teammates winning this championship again?
I'm proud of them. We done won this tournament like a couple years in a row, so I'm glad they kept the tradition going.
Definitely, you beat me first coach a couple times, man. So I used to see you guys hoisting that trophy all the time. So with this team right here, how far do you think they can go, and what is it going to take to get there?
I think they're a state championship caliber team. I feel like they just got to keep trusting the coaches and keep putting in the extra work.
So who is the guy that has to, even though he is playing top notch, has to elevate his game even more to get that championship ring?
I would say it's Langston. I would say it's Langston and Javion. I say if they elevate their games, I feel like they have a clear shot at being a state championship team.
Oh, no, fantastic. If you go to the locker room after this game right here, what is something that you would say to the team?
I would say good win, way to handle business.
Oh, absolutely, man. Definitely good to see you, Jahar. And good luck with you in the future, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. Thanks.
You got it? Okay. Make sure you want to put it close to your mouth. It's about right. There we go. Okay. All right, we're here now with the victorious Jackson Tigers here. I got Coach Samuel. We got Javion Davis, one of my favorite players when I'm here watching the Jackson Tigers play. Javion, great game today, man. What did you see out there when you just kind of turned it on and you just looked at it, you just kind of said, you know what, I got to go ahead and take control of this game?
So from the start, I seen that they really couldn't. Their zone was really weak, so I know I could attack, but I was just trying to ease on into the game, facilitate like a point guard. But as soon as I figured out that I could just attack the rim, the coach called double, I just went to the hole and got my 3 buckets, and I understood the whole game that it was easy, so I just kept going to the hole.
Oh, most definitely. So one of the biggest things I like about you all is just how deep you guys are. So when Coach Samuel sub and he puts in anybody, who was that first guy that you like to see come in the game because you got some chemistry with him and you really keep flowing?
Anybody. I got chemistry. I got chemistry with everybody on the team. So in practice, he put me with the guys. He made me be a leader sometimes, and he put me on he do like a better team versus my team. So it's always me being a leader, me playing with everybody, and knowing how to play with everybody and facilitate and just be a brother and a leader.
No, I definitely knew that was going to be your answer. So my next question is: so everyone's talking. The buzz is you guys could be a state championship team. What is it going to take to get there?
Hard work every day in practice, and that's not being lazy every day. Us coming out just like that, dominating, playing hard, and don't have no slip-ups in the third quarter because we could come out very hot and we could slip up third quarter. So we just got to continue to work on coming out real hot, and that's it.
So definitely, you got Hackworth just got here with you guys this year, correct? What does he bring to the table?
He brings a lot. He definitely got way better over the summer. I like the work that he's been putting in. He's been putting in work with me too as well. So his shooting ability is very amazing. So if I'm driving, he's wide open because the big got to drop, or if he don't drop, I got to lay up. So for him to be able to shoot like that as a big, it's amazing.
All right, last question for you before I go to Coach. What does this championship right here, NorthWest Classic, mean to you?
This is my first year at Jackson, so it feels good. I heard that it's a big rivalry game versus here, so it's good to have a championship, but this is not the end of the goal. We still want to get the state, and we still want to win it because it's in our city.
Absolutely. So, Coach Samuel, like I said, I love to watch this guy play. I mean, he's everywhere. He does the things that all coaches would love to have on the court. I mean, what does he do in your eyes that just blows everything away?
Well, the biggest thing was just the transition from, being a real point guard. We had to put him in an unfamiliar situation. He was uncomfortable at first. I think now he's getting comfortable. And now you're getting to see his whole game. You know what I mean? Because at first he used to just be all scorer. But now he's doing a little bit of everything. He's defending, he's rebounding, he's scoring for us, he's leading. So every time I see him having good games, I'm always proud.
So that's what's scary about your team is because they're still learning.
Yeah.
And that's the most interesting thing about it and how deep you guys are. So once again, I'm going to ask you the same question. What does this championship mean for you? This is not your first one, but what is this one this year?
It's just one of the goals on the list that we had to knock off. So it always feels good to, check off a goal. But it doesn't really mean much. We still got the goal to being a state champion, but we still understand that we got other goals we got to check off before we get there. So, like I said again, it's just one of them ones on the list that we had to check off.
Right. So there's another one that comes up around just after Martin Luther King Day, things of that nature right there. But you got the Gateway.
Yeah.
Is your eyes kind of set on that Gateway as well?
Yeah, I believe we can win it.
I believe you guys can too.
I believe we can win that one. I do feel like people should be after us, and we're not after them. And again, we don't call people out. We let them call us out, and then we wait till that game time to respond.
No, absolutely. So this one player, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but give me one guy that you think needs to elevate their game other than Hackworth. We talked about Hackworth. Yeah. But other than him, I mean, let's look at your guards because you got – I look at your team, and I'm saying you guys have 6, 7, 8 guards that can get it done at any point in time. Mm-hmm. Which one of those guys need to elevate to really put you guys in contention for that ring?
Carenzis. Bernard. If he come to play every night, we can be a force.
Definitely.
As long as he coming to play every night. And I do think at some point he gonna find his way, and he gonna turn into the guy that we thought he was gonna be. Sometimes you go through them tough patches in the season where you're struggling, but his head up and he's grinding.
No, absolutely. I'm gonna take it back to a point in the game. It just seemed like neither team could kind of figure out where they were, but then Justin Jackson came in and hit 2 big threes.
Yeah.
What do you think that did for your team?
I think it did a lot for him, for sure, for his confidence, because he's been struggling here lately. So seeing the ball go through the hoop for him, I'm sure it felt like at ease. We seen it go through the hoop for him last night too. So when he did make them plays, I said, yeah, we in a good spot because he's playing well. And we know if he come off the bench and play well, we're gonna be really tough. So.
Gotcha. Now you guys got Impact coming up at some point in time pretty soon, and we're hoping to kind of cover that.
No, we already played Impact.
Played Impact?
Yeah, they got us by 2.
Okay, all right.
They got us by 2.
Definitely. So what do you guys got coming up soon? You guys get a little chance to rest?
Yeah, we're gonna get a couple days of rest. Then next Friday and Saturday we'll get Leon and Gabi. Okay. 2 good ones, and just keep staying the course.
Gotcha. Congratulations, Coach.
Appreciate
Congratulations, Mr. Davis. Hey, great job. You guys look fantastic out there, man. Have a good one, and then get you a little rest before the next one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, well, Strong, here we are. End of another championship. Back-to-back weekend, championship weekends.
Definitely. I'm enjoying it. That means that we're getting the marquee events around town, and that's huge. I want us to continue to kind of do that. That way we're in the place where there's a lot of people there. They get to see us, SSB, in the house.
Indeed. It's Sunshine State Broadcasting. We ask you, hey, please give us that subscription, because here's the thing. We don't charge schools for this. We don't charge parents. It's free on YouTube. But your subscriptions, you subscribing tells us that we're doing a good thing and you appreciate what we're doing. So subscribe, like, share, comment. And of course, if you're a business leader or a business person and you want to sponsor some of our broadcasts, just reach out to us. Sunshine State Broadcasting at gmail.com. We'd love to have you on board. And having said that, Strong, I want to say again a special thanks to First Baptist Church of Orange Park for sponsoring these broadcasts.
Oh, absolutely. And just understand, when we're doing these broadcasts and you're sponsoring, you're going to get anywhere from 5 to 10 spots per event that we do. So understand that our numbers are continuing to grow and grow in our viewerships. So your advertisement and your logo is going to be seen definitely not just around the North Florida area, but we're now hitting multiple states around the nation, from Idaho to Iowa to Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi. You name it, we're there, and we're all over Florida as well.
Indeed. Well, hey, as always, Strong, it's great working with you. Thanks to all of you who have supported us and have watched this championship here this evening. But for now, we're checking out. I think this is our last broadcast of 2025. We're back with you in 2026. Courtney Wallace alongside LaTroy Strong, and on behalf of Scott Cooper and Garrett Binford, saying, hey, have a wonderful, wonderful 2026 when it comes.
Is that a Happy New Year?
Happy New Year. Thank you.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.